Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday's Divine Service. I'm really sorry about my voice. I sound a lot deeper than I usually do, but never mind.
Evening, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
You're all very, very welcome, and welcome to everybody who will watch this at some point in the future, as we will be across Facebook for forever and ever. Amen. Also available on my YouTube channel, which I've only just set up, and I'm still a bit lost with what I'm doing, but never mind. I hope everybody's well. It's been another lovely day. It's been really warm today. Have you frozen? Oh
No,
you are moving.
I am. Yes, I am. Sorry.
Sorry, just you weren't moving and everything.
No, it's all right. It's my blooming phone playing up again. Never mind. I'll get there.
All right. Okay. Well, hello, Danielle, Griffin. Hello, Scott, Patrick, Dawn, Suzanne, Kelly Kendrick. Hello. Long time no see. So yes, today is our divine service. So in a little while, we will be sending out healing to anywhere that is needed. So if you do know of anybody who needs some healing, then send out a thought in a little while when we do the healing moment. But for now, we will open in prayer. Jean, if I say the first prayer, will you say the Lord's Prayer, please? Try and save my voice a little bit.
Does Irene want to do that and I'll close instead for a change?
Yeah, can do.
Problem.
Yeah, can do.
Close for a change.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you going to sing Irene after me?
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll say the opening prayer.
Do you want Irene to do them both? That'll keep your voice free for a
go
little
on.
bit.
Yeah.
I'll just keep your voice for a bit longer.
Okay, can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for allowing us to join together for this special sacred service for this evening. Could I please ask that we ask our guardian angels, our spirit guides, our families and our friends to come and join us to give us messages of proof of life everlasting. And at the end of this service, Lord, I will hand all back to you, which is rightly yours. Could I please also ask for healing to be sent out around the world, Lord, for our animals, for all those on beds of sickness, and for all those making their transition home to spirit. And also, Lord, could we please ask for some more healing for our Tony, because he's a little bit groggy tonight. Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Right. I've wrote. I was told I had to get my pen out today again. I was already doing some anyway, but I've written this one today, and I hope you like it. I've just called it "Forgive and Forget." Are we ever able to forgive and forget, no matter how happy or sad we get? We do try to forget all the hurt and pain, whether it is fresh in our minds or on the wane. Harsh words said with hurt and anger, poisonous words that really rancor. What you think is truth is really a lie, but you don't believe, so hot tears you cry. The betrayal of someone you really love, your brain can't comprehend, you want to give up. You try to break it down, when did it start? Try and find an answer, you look deep in your heart. You go everything in your mind. But what made them turn on you? Why be so unkind? It doesn't matter if they are family or friend. The hurt goes deep. You cannot just pretend. Forgiving and forgetting is so hard to do. especially when there's secrets and lies and no truth. Maybe it's a marriage that's gone stale and someone's decided they want to play away, or a best friend who has spoken of your secrets that they keep, that you can't forgive, so you cry yourself to sleep. You cry out your heart, then keep it closed. Your heart and pain to the world you will not expose. The pain of betrayal lies deep within, but eventually your life you will re-begin. In time you may be able to forgive. You have to move on, you have to live. In your heart the rain falls cold and wet, and you know deep down you will never forgive or forget.
Oh, another one.
Bit of food for thought there.
Yes.
Definitely.
Very
So,
different.
Definitely.
well, I got a message from somebody asking me if I could write something, because something had happened, and that's what I've come up with. So I did pass it by them first, and they said that it was just what they needed and what they wanted to say, but they didn't know the words how to say it. So hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you
It
for that one.
might give somebody some closure.
I hope so. That's what it's meant to do, Tony. You know, because sometimes people do hurt us for no reason, and in temper they do say things that they shouldn't say. But hey ho, that's life. You have to get on with it.
You do.
It's true.
You do.
So-
You do indeed. But no, it certainly resonated with me a little bit. It certainly resonated
I
with
think
me a
it'll
little bit.
touch a lot, won't it? That?
It will. It will. Well, now we come to the healing part of the service. We will start with a healing prayer. Then we'll have those lovely candles that have gone all the way from the south coast all the way up to Bridlington now. Goodness knows where the candles will end up next. And then we'll finish with the words Amen. But if you know anybody that needs healing, just pop their name in a comment or send out a thought, or just hold them in your hearts.
Even animals.
Even your animals.
Yes, even
Mother
our
Earth,
animals. Yes,
anybody or anything, you know, that needs a thought or a prayer right now.
absolutely. Yeah.
We never claim it cures. We never claim anything like that. But
Helps,
what we do
doesn't it?
say is it helps.
It does help.
Yeah.
It helps and it comforts. It really does. So let's begin as we join together. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring before thee all those in our and all absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit. We pray for those we know, those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
And I meant to say earlier, just before the prayer, ask for yourself, because we're really, really bad for asking for help for ourselves. And speaking from experience, and Jean and Irene, they're terrible. They'll look after everybody else first and forget about yourself. So you're more than entitled to just say, I need some help today, and it'll come your way. And for all the names that went up, definitely we'll send out some
Absolutely.
thoughts.
Of course.
So,
Right.
because it's divine service, I didn't send out the link to anybody tonight because they'll be sat backstage for ever such a long time. So I thought we would just do blind readings tonight. So everybody just send out your thoughts to the world of spirit and see if your loved ones come forward. We will try and not have so many piggybacks tonight. I did have a word when I said my prayers
They
last
need a
night.
word. They do need a word.
They
It's
do,
naughty.
because they've been very naughty.
They
Very,
have.
very naughty. Yes.
Yes, they
So I
have.
have
Dirty
asked
Q
for them
like
to just
everybody
come.
else does.
Yes.
Have
Rather
you
than.
got a link, Irene?
I've got somebody coming forward, but they're not here yet, sweetheart. So if you want to go first, Jean, that's fine with me.
She hasn't got a link. We're all cracking.
No.
Right.
Can you
Can
not
I
hear
go
me?
then?
Yeah. Can you not hear me, Jean?
I hope Kelly's
Yeah,
watching
it just
still.
went crackly.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
I hope Kelly's watching. Kelly Kendrick.
I've seen
Because
a name
I've got
go up.
Josie here. I've got your nan, Kelly. Can you just put your name up if you're still watching, love? And I know it's Josie. So I hope she's still with us, Kelly. Let me see if she comes up first because I don't want to continue if she ain't. Because it's not fair talking if she ain't on. Kelly, can you say if you're on, love? Is she?
Yeah.
I
She's not
saw her
coming
go
on
up
yet, is she?
earlier.
I know I've got
I
Josie.
did. Let's just see if I can find her. Oh, there she is.
Here.
Yeah,
Kelly,
there
I've
she
got
is.
Josie, love. And she's a little bit concerned at the moment about, she's talking about a son and him still not being right, darling, but she's also said that you've had it rough of late with one thing and another, darling. She's not telling me what, but she says you've not been 100% and you've not been true to somebody. You've hid it. When they've said, are you all right? You've said, yeah, you are, like you always do. But she said she knows that you haven't been right, sweetheart. She's talking about, I forgot what you call your little girl. Well, she's not so little now. She's growing up. And she's saying that hopefully that things will have settled down now. And she's on about that. But she's saying she's got to keep that drawing up. So she's got to keep drawing. She's also mentioned, sweetheart, that she's been around you a lot because you have been asking her things and you do need her love. Okay, so she's been coming round and she's trying to answer them questions the best way that she can. Okay, there's still that divide. There's still a divide, sweetheart. I do know a little bit about you, so it's really difficult, but I haven't seen you in nearly 12 months. I know, love, but sometimes you do need to talk to somebody. Yeah, Alicia. Well, she's that big now. I bet she's as big as you, if not taller now, Kelly. But she's coming in with that, sweetheart, okay? She wants to, oh, hang on a minute, your uncle's here as well, the very tall one, very slender. He's jumped in as well, sweetheart, so you must have felt him around because he's just saying, and Josie, they're around you, and they're trying to help, darling. You've noticed things within your home where there's been spirit activities, sweetheart. I know that you're very spiritual, and you're a medium. I helped you train up, sweetheart. That's another one. You can do this quite easily. But they around you and they're wanting to help you, sweetheart. The same will you sort things out because you're never satisfied, love. I don't mean that in a nasty way, but you can get one thing done at home and then you think, oh no, I don't want that one to start again. And that's just what you like. But you need to be sorting your head out, Kelly. All right, darling. Bless her. She's so sweet. She won't say anything. But you've got to be sorting that out as well, darling, because things are actually getting to you. I don't know where there's been a few words between two people she's talking about, which she's heard, and she's been listening to, darling. And she's saying that easily can be sorted just by sitting and talking and not shouting at one another. I know Nan's birthday is September, so I will give you that anyway, but I know that. All right. But she's coming in with that. But I do know that you've got a birthday. What we need, is it March just yet? Because we're coming into March, aren't we?
Tomorrow is 1st of
A
March.
birthday in March, sweetheart. She's mentioning to me. And I've got an anniversary in the month of June, sweetheart, as well. She's talking about. Okay. And I do know you got a dog, but there must have been talks, or little and Alicia must have been talking about another dog, because she says she's heard about the dogs. And I know that you've had dogs, sweetheart, but she's talked about the dog. And then she says dogs. So I don't know if you've been on about another one or the kids have, sweetheart. Okay. So she's heard that as well. I want to, come on then, sweetheart. Kelly, I don't like asking things, but is your mum not too well, darling? Because they're sending healing and they said Kelly's mum. They're giving it you, sweetheart, because I know you've got a lot of issues, but they're saying Kelly's mum. Make reference to Kelly's mum. Reese, is it? Right, sweetheart. But did you about your mum, sweetheart? Right, that's fine. But they're sending healing out to your mum, darling. So I hope you can understand that as well. All right, sweetheart. And I don't know who's been shedding the tears, but Josie's on about the tears, sweetheart. Somebody's been shedding tears. And this is like if only. Well, we can't change things, sweetheart. We can't go back. Thank you, Kelly. We can't go back, sweetheart, and change things. What we have to do is go forward, which you know that. And she's saying, let's move forward now, darling. Okay, she's on about that. I don't know if you're talking about your car, changing your car, or you already have, but she said she's heard talks about a car. All right, sweetheart, she's heard about that as well. And you've just bought something new for your home. She's not telling me what it is, but you bought something new. All right, I'm trying to ask her to tell me, or at least show me. But you bought something new, sweetheart. She keeps taking me to a table, so I don't know if it's a dressing table, a dining table or something, but she's showing me it's a table, she said, so I don't know which way she means, but she's on about that. Thank you. She's mentioning this as well, sweetheart. But oh, bless her. She's just said, you're getting too thin. And I haven't seen you for over 12 months. Well, since we had lockdown last year. You've changed your car, that's fine, sweetheart. She's made reference to that. But she says, you're getting thin, you must have lost some weight, darling. Thank you. But the weight loss, she's on about the weight loss, sweetheart. She says, you're fine as you are. All right? You don't have to lose any more weight. She says, because you'll be wasting away soon if you keep losing weight. All right? So she's talked about that. You want a new dining table. Thank you for confirmation, sweetheart. So she's on about that as well. And she's just said, Alicia must have talked about changing her hair or doing something to her hair. She says, don't let her ruin it. I know she's told me, and I haven't seen you, Kelly, but she's on about Alicia wanting to do something different to her hair, sweetheart. Now, I'm not saying you're being on the diet, darling, but she's just on about the weight. But just watch Alicia coming and telling you about her hair, but keep with the drawing, sweetheart. I am going to go because I know Josie could be with you all night, darling, and I know that. I know the gentleman's here, and I want to give you Paul. All right? The gentleman just wants to jump in and say, I'm here, sweetheart. He says, just done it. Oh, dear. But watch in case she wants to change it again. The gentleman's here, sweetheart. I know a bit about the gentleman, but only through spirit. I've never met him. I know he just went very quick. And he's here and he's saying, I am here for you. I am here for you. And he wants to give you that help. He says, and families will never get together, Kelly. I know you've got a big family, but he says they'll never get together. So just don't worry about it, darling. Okay? So I'm going to leave that and I'm going to pass you on to our Irene or our Tony. And it's been lovely talking to you, Kelly. It really has. Thank you, sweetheart.
Do you want me to go, Tony?
Oh, I'm glad our Josie come.
Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Jean. Hi, Kelly. Lovely to see you. As Jean was speaking, I got the song Lean on Me. So I know at the moment you feel as though you need somebody to lean on, but you have your spirit family, sweetheart. And bless you. I've also got the Smokey song, White Horses. And I know that I've given you this to me before, sweetheart, but your gentleman with the white horse is here, and he's giving you the strength to do whatever is need to be done. But he's saying, lean on me if you need to, and just take a breath, sweetheart, because he's getting concerned about you being a little bit under the weather, sweetheart. Okay. And he's telling me that you're very tired at the moment, and I know that you're doing some stuff around the house and that. But will you please rest, sweetheart? This is the message. Will you please rest? Because at the moment, like the horses, you're going 100 mile an hour, darling. Okay. So, and again, like Jean's message for you, sweetheart. They're concerned about the weight loss that you've got, darling, but you know, once you get back on track again, you should be okay. Come on then, darling. What else? Oh, bless. He says you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, sweetheart. Nothing major, but he's giving you a healing blanket, darling, and he's putting it round your shoulders. And he's just holding out his arms, and he just wants to give you a great big cuddle and just sort of give you some of his strength, if you like, the strength that he's got. And if you've seen this gentleman, I know you have, but he's also now been round your house. So if you suddenly feel that you've got somebody with you, or you feel somebody touching your face or your hair, it's this gentleman just letting you know that he's around you, and he's saying, just take my strength, because you need it at the moment, sweetheart. And he comes with all love as usual from both him and your horse. Okay, and I'm going to leave that with you and pass you on to Tony, sweetheart. Good night and God bless, Kelly. Lovely to see you, darling.
Hi, Kelly. I really haven't got a lot else. I've just been given the month of September has been significant for you. And also around the 24th of a month, you know, I can be a bit off with my dates, but around the 24th of a month I've been given. And I've also, there's a lady just stepped forward. I don't know if it's Josie or I'm just getting, just all I've got is the lady that stepped forward, and I know it's a lady's energy, and she's talking about either a hymn book or a Bible. It just that's come through her side of the family that she wants to acknowledge. And what else? She's also talking about 24th of October is your birthday. Bless you, sweetheart. Thank you. And a locket as well. There must be a locket that's been left through the family, because I can see the locket. But she's just stepped aside, and a gentleman stepped forward, and this gentleman would have passed a spirit, quite young. I'm rubbish with age, so I'm not going to even guess, but I know he passed a spirit younger than usual. So I know he didn't get to sort of 70s and 80s. He passed younger than this, and it was a really quick pass into spirit. It was like he just sat in the chair to watch telly and was gone. And he just wants to step forward to be acknowledged. But I can smell pipe smoke, Kelly, so somewhere around the family there would be a gentleman who would have smoked the pipe, because I can smell it, and he's telling me it's been smelt around a house. So somebody must smell pipe smoke in a house where nobody smokes. So he just wants to be acknowledged as well, sweetheart. They are pulling away now, darling, and they're just leaving me with dahlias. So dahlias, and what was the other one, sweetheart? What was the other one? Yeah, I got the dahlias. And carnations and gypsophilia. Hang on. Normally they're put together in a bouquet. Oh, I don't know then. No, they just want to give you carnations and gypsophilia. Gypsophilia is a really strange one because, like I said, normally it's just grown to be put into bouquets and things. So, but I will leave that with you, sweetheart, and it'll be lovely to see you once we can get back to the Unity Centre and get all opened up.
Kelly,
Absolutely.
sorry, I shouldn't have to ask, but I've just been told by Josie, can you understand, love, where somebody's talking about adoption, thinking about adopting? I don't know if it's a pet or an animal, a pet or a kiddie, sweetheart. But she's just said she's heard somebody talking about adoption. So, sorry, I do apologise. Just need you all in faith. So she's talking about that, Duck. If you can just comment yes or no, that's all I need. All right, love, and we'll move on. Thank you. She's like me with flowers, Kelly. Don't know one from
Well,
other.
the gypsophilia, it's one of those things. It's the little white flowers on the little slim stems, and they put them in bouquets to bunch them out a bit, you know, to make them just a little bit of different colour within a bride's bouquet or something. Can I go, or have you got something?
You go.
Are you sure, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm saving my voice.
Okay, darling. Right, okay. All I have got is, oh my goodness. Oh, bless. Oh, well, why not? First of all, before I start my next message, can I just say thank you so much to Paul for sending me that picture today. It was lovely to confirm about the watch that we gave you on Friday, sweetheart. That was lovely. So thank you so much. Much appreciated. Right, okay. All I have got is it's that song, Rosie, oh Rosie, I'd like to see your name up in the sky. And I've also, I'm getting all Rose Garden and the Year of the Roses and stuff like that. So it's either roses as the flower, or there is a name of rose, either in spirit or on earth place, or both. And this, you're welcome, Paul. This lady that's come forward, she's quite what, as Jean would say, she's got a nice covering on her, but she weren't too big. She was just her words, pleasantly plump. She wasn't very big, but she had a huge, she's one of your ladies, Tony. She's got a huge personality, and everybody knew when she was around. Now, this lady's not telling me what she's passed with, but she's got some concerns about a rift in the family down here, but there's definitely a rose or roses, or it's either a second name or a first name. I'm not quite sure which, because she's not telling me. This lady reminds me, she's got a, let me see. Come on then, sweetheart, come on. Right. She said, I wasn't very right at the queue in the brain department, but I knew what was what. And I was thrifty. I didn't spend my money willy-nilly. I kept some, and I just sort of wanted to have a little bit, and I managed to save a little bit, she's telling me. But she did watch her pennies, because she worked hard for what she had. She did little jobs like working in shops and working as a cleaner, anything to make a little bit of money, because she's saying that she didn't have very good schooling. She could read and write, but she wasn't very good at it. So she chose jobs that she didn't have to do a lot of reading or writing at. And she struggled to sign her, this lady. But in other ways, she was very intelligent, because she knew how to keep her purse closed, and she knew how to eke money out, what little bit of money that she had. And she said, I didn't have a lot, but what I had was mine, and I bought it and I worked for it. She's talking about a gentleman who passed with a stroke type condition, because I can feel one side of my my body going a bit weak and my arms hanging down. Right. And it's, come on, sweetheart. Oh gosh. Right. Close your ears, you two. She's talking about false teeth that didn't fit properly. Jean and Tony don't like them, so we'll just leave that bit there. Jacqueline Mercer, it sounds like your Aunt Ella. And Dawn, it sounds like your auntie as well. Right. Well, listen in, both of you, please. This lady liked to have a game of bingo, and she liked to have a drink, not one or two, but when it was a full-grown family party or anything like that, or a wedding, she really let her hair down and really had a good time. She was the one that would go round and do all the dances and just generally laugh away through it, because she was always laughing, this lady, and you could go and talk to her about anything and she'd keep your secrets. Lovely, lovely lady. The personality was out of this world. She was so much full of love, and she had so much to give. She's talking about, she's playing with my wedding ring, so I know that there's been some jewellery left. And she's saying that she wants the jewellery to go where it should be, and she wants the people that have received it to wear it. Okay. She said some of it wasn't expensive. It was only costume jewellery, but it was precious to me. And she's saying, I know that my family love me, and that my family love me. So it's not you, Jacqueline. Right. Okay. Right. Do another lady. Dawn, was it? Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's just Dawn. Right. Dawn. Right. Can you take all this, Dawn? Could you just let me know? She was such an outgoing lady. She would help her neighbours as well.
I can't hear Irene. It's like she's all crackling and she keeps going. You know, like statuing. You're just crackling, Tony.
Is your phone? Is your phone next to you? Oh no.
No, it's Irene. I would be going as well. My phone's over here. Like Lisa told me what to do.
Oh, she's not crackling for me.
Right. Okay.
She keeps like freezing.
Right. Okay.
Because I haven't heard a word she said or who she's with.
Right. Well, you can hear me. Sarah Jane, it could be your sister-in-law. She was Rose on the larger side. Can get it sorted out then, sweetheart. She was she was quite a proud lady, this lady as well. She wouldn't like to be dependent on anybody if she could help it. She had to go and ask now and again for help, but not very often. And she really loved it when they got together. She was invited over to have a meal with them, because they knew that she didn't have a lot of money to spare, and she couldn't fill her cupboards up like most of us can, this lady, but it was sort of really in an era where we'd just come out of the war. But she was so much full of fun and full of life, and what she didn't have one way, she made up for in personality. Okay. Right. Okay. Some people can hear me, some people can't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there and see if Jean or Tony's got anything with this lady, because she's just left me now. I think She says, I'm fed up now because nobody's answering me. Oh, bless her. All right, darling. Well, we'll see if we'll see if we get Tony or Jean and see if they can get anything for you, sweetheart.
Yeah. You see, I haven't got a lady, I've got a gentleman with me.
Right, okay.
And the gentleman I've got is just taking me in my mind's eye down to Easington Colliery, where my mum and dad were brought up, where I was born. And he's standing right outside the pit yard. So this gentleman must have mining connections or connections to the northeast. And he's a very slight gentleman, and very, not overly tall. He's not as tall as me, so I'll go about 5'8", 5'9", maybe. And he's got the tweed coat and corduroy trousers on, so he's taking me way back. So I'm guessing this could be a granddad or a great-granddad, even father-in-law. If he was of that generation, Karen, it could be. And he's bringing me this feeling of being a very strong gentleman emotionally and personality-wise. I feel like I'm a very strong, independent chap. And he says he didn't like asking anybody for anything. Everything he had, he wanted. He wanted to buy and pay for himself. And he's saying it killed him towards the end of his life because he had to rely on other people, if this makes sense. And I do feel like this gentleman had quite a struggle towards the end of his life. And he's not telling me what was wrong with him. I just feel he's making me feel like he had a great struggle. But in the end, he said he just was tired and he gave up. He's making me aware that there's... come on. He's talking about 3 girls. 3 girls. Would you understand where there would be 3 girls? He's not giving me any context for that. He's just saying there are 3 girls. There are 3 girls. And he's pulling on the ring I wear. So I don't know if his wedding ring's here or a ring, signet ring that was his, is here. But he's pulling on this ring. He's also wanting me to talk about you must understand where somebody needs a lot of upliftment right now, because he's talking about really trying to pull somebody up. So somebody around you, Karen, must be feeling really low because I'm picking them right up. And he's saying, best foot forward, best foot forward, best foot forward. So they need to, this person needs to really take that step forward, take that leap of faith is what he's talking about. So you would understand why he's saying they need to take that leap of faith. He's saying, just like we said at the beginning, it doesn't hurt to ask for help for yourself. So you need to ask for help for yourself, sweetheart, because you're very good at looking out for everybody else and forgetting about yourself. And okay, you must understand as well, somebody that would have passed with the condition of the brain, either an Alzheimer's, stroke condition, but something which affects the brain, because I just feel like my head's filled with cotton wool and I just don't know which way to turn. He's talking about the third of a month will be significant, and the month of June will be significant as well. Okay. As he's leaving, he's just pulled out this white paper bag with what to me look like mint imperials, and we used to call them bullseyes.
Those
the
little
black,
minty things.
Yeah.
mint imperials,
Yeah.
but bullseyes are the black mints. So he's pulled some of those out, so you would understand where he would always have a bag of something like that in his pocket. And I am going to leave it there because otherwise I'm going to have another. It's going, I can feel it. So I will leave that there, Karen. So I do apologise, but I'm going to have to leave it.
See if Jean's got anything. Have you got anything,
Wait.
Jean?
I do apologise, but I've took this out and I'm working just off my iPad to see if it's any better, because I can't hear anything. It's all been crackling. I've got to get onto Sky. I think it's got to be something to do with Sky. But anyway, let's go on. We're working with Karen, aren't we? Because I was going to go on my phone. I've tried that. Karen, can I just say, sweetheart, Tony, I got the gentleman with Tony, and I think Karen were talking about a lady, because I missed it, bless her. But can I just say that they're talking about a rift within the family, sweetheart? And I don't know if somebody's been married twice, but they're showing me 2 wedding rings. And they're making reference to this, sweetheart. They're saying, I do agree, but I miss what everybody said. But somebody does need to rest, darling. And I do feel it's things what's getting on top of them. So they need that time out, if you like. We can't go on holiday yet, but hopefully come April, things will settle, so we'll be able to get away later on in year. And they're saying a break would do world of good. Trying to get away and a bit of fresh air and everything will be great for them, sweetheart. Okay. I am hearing a dog barking, so I know there must be a dog within the spirit world because it's barking here, sweetheart. I've got to also mention Claire. There's a Claire, which either a friend around the family or someone in spirit world, sweetheart. They're talking about, I want to give you the 14th. 14th means something, love. They're talking about the 14th, and I also want to give you the month of July, which they're talking about as well. They're saying that Sunday, I'm not saying they're an alcoholic or something like that, but Sunday's having 1 or 2 tipples more than they would have done, sweetheart. Okay, thanks, Tony. If you can just keep popping it me up. They're not going silly, but they're having 1 or 2 more than they would have done. Normally, they're saying as well. And I can smell smoke, so I do know some days being a heavy smoker, whether they're still on the earth plane or in the spirit world. They're mentioning that as well. They're talking about it's like an old suitcase where people have got all the memorabilia in. So there'll be quite a lot of stuff in an old suitcase. People normally have boxes, but I do believe where they're showing me, there's quite a lot of stuff. What's in this? All different things. Thank you. Where other people would have put in, it's not from one person, other things of families being put in this one certain thing. Keep me that, Tony, and I'll read it properly later if you don't mind. And then I'll have to have a go because it's terrible. I'm not paying for something I can't use properly. But anyway, they showed me this, sweetheart, so I do know there's a lot of memorabilia from other people within the family put in this same box. Okay. Come on then, what are you showing me now, sweetheart? I don't know my flowers, so I'm going to give you all the colours, darling. I only know the basics, but it's the colours what's more important anyway to you. Okay? What they're showing, because they want that brightness in your life. You can understand where someone's getting themselves down a little bit, but they're saying it'll not be for long and then they'll be all right. Okay? And I've just got to say that somebody likes candles in memory of. I know a lot of people do, but if they don't light them all the time, they always make sure on birthdays and Christmas and that, they always light a candle. All right. And they always put it at the side of the photo, so they've got it near where the person is. Okay. And I've just got to give you the baby in spirit, they've just said to me. So I do know there's a baby in the spirit world as well, darling. Okay. I am going to leave you with that. I hope you can understand because I can't see anything. I'm working blind here. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks, Tony. And it's been lovely working with you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Tony, have you got anything, lad? No.
Can I just
Jean,
say,
have you got a
sorry,
link?
it's only, can I just please just jump in? It's all right, it's come up at top. Can I just mention to Sophie, Paul's daughter, is it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Karen. That can she just not stress as much about things? She needs to calm down a little bit. If you're watching Sophie or Paul, you need to calm down, sweetheart. Take things day at a time and don't rush things. If you're wanting to, let's talk to your mum, just slow down a little bit, sweetheart, because everything's going to be fine. You're welcome, darling Karen. Things will work out for you, Sophie, and you will get that connection with your mum. But just go to slow pace, darling. All right. She's just making reference that she's just jumped in right quickly. And that's what she's like. We know now, her energy.
Yeah.
But she's just saying, just take your time. She says, I'm here. And when she knows things are right, that's when she'll let you know more and more, darling. So I hope you can understand that. But she's coming in because of that concern with everything. I don't know what, and it's not for me to know, darling. But she's just said that. So I just wanted to jump in with that, love, quickly. All right. You're welcome, darling. She just jumped in so quick and said, just take things steady and a day at a time. All right. And it will work out. It will definitely work out for you. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that.
It's all right, love. It's absolutely fine.
She just jumped in quick and she wanted to sort this out.
No, that's absolutely fine. It's the best way to do it because we all know that grief has no beginning and no end, and you have to take each day as it comes, and you have to take it day by day. One day you'll feel up, the next day you'll feel down. One day you'll laugh, and then you'll feel guilty for laughing, and the next day you'll all in tears again. It's a process that everybody goes through, but it's just take it easy, one step at a time, one day at a time. Well, there you are, Paul. She's come and she's been, and with her lovely wisdom, as we're all getting to know quite well.
It's really difficult because I know Sophie wants to connect with her mum. She wants to connect with her, and that's what the message I was trying to get across. Just take one day at a time, right? Because a mum, I'm not going to sell in because that's rude when it's a mum, but she will be there and she will get that connection with her. But just let things settle, and a mum will be there. I think she's wanting it. I'm sorry about this, wanting it all at once, and the mum's just trying to say, just wait and listen.
Yeah. Sophie, the best thing that you can do, sweetheart, sometimes mum will take her time, darling. She will come to you when she is ready, and it can't be a process. Even mediums like myself, Jean and Tony, we can only ask if your loved one wants to come forward. If you just gently speak to her and just leave yourself open, she will come, but she might not come straight away. She'll come when she feels that she is needed, if that makes sense. I mean, I know because I lost my mum, and like Jean's lost her mum, and it's not an easy process to go through. It's very difficult, and I know that you're wanting her to come, but just give her time, darling. Have a little bit of patience. She will come to you when she's ready. Okay, sweetheart. God bless you. Oh, she visits the grandsons. That's lovely.
Yeah, she will.
And no, and we know that she visits you as well, Paul. So she's not. She's not a million miles away. You can still talk to her, Sophie. You can still talk to her. She's only through the veil, and But you know, anything that we can do to help, anything at all, you know where we are, sweetheart. All right.
She was just poking me and saying, just tell her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Bless her. I can understand her wanting to get in touch with her mum,
She
though.
does.
Anyway,
She'll do it.
go on,
but
Jean.
It's got to take time. You're okay, because I've got a gentleman come here and all I keep hearing is Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack. So I hope somebody can understand the name Jack. But I've got Uncle Jack, so I do know he's got to be on that side of it. I don't know if he worked in the steelworks or engineering, because I can smell that. You know when you smell that? They've got a funny
That
smell,
green
aren't they? An
oil.
ugly smell.
Yeah.
And because I remember when Stuart went steelworks, and I can smell that, so I don't know it had something to do with that. And it were she's just said it were a mucky job, it were an awful job. So he's coming on that, and he's coming to just wishing somebody all the best. So somebody must have had just something happen really nice or something, because he's saying all the best. Wait a minute, come on then, darling, what are you trying to say? I don't know if somebody's just found out they're pregnant, and I don't predict, or they've just had a baby, because he's talking about congratulations. So, and it's a new birth, and that's what he's coming for. So I hope somebody can understand this, or understand it for somebody else.
We've got
It
a
might not be
Facebook
the
user, but we've got no name. We've got a
I was gonna say, it
Facebook.
might not be a proper uncle, but he said Uncle Jack, so it could be somebody who fetched up with an Uncle Jack. You know
Yeah.
Jack. Can you understand where the congratulations is coming, sweetheart? Because that's what he's coming. He's coming to say congratulations. And I know he had this mucky job. It's got to mucky job. That don't sound right, but I know my husband worked in steelworks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all got to fit
It was a
together.
mucky job.
Yeah. You come home smelling terrible with grease and oil.
You've also got Paula Archer, my cousin Jack's having a baby.
Right. Facebook user, yes, you can take this, and another one, Irene.
Yeah, Paula Archer.
Right. Who's in the army? Unless he worked on things, I don't think it's army. I've got more. Unless he worked on mechanical side, to lorries and trucks, grease and everything. I don't want to make this fit, because I don't feel that.
No.
But anyway, let's see if we can keep going with him, bless him, because he's coming on that and he's saying congratulations. And this gentleman wouldn't be overly tall. I'm trying to ask him to step forward so I can see. He wouldn't be overly tall. It might be, I don't know, about 5'12". He could be our Tony's height, 5'12", somewhere around there, as he's coming in. And I know that can't take the smell though. That's all right. I can smell it, but that's because my husband worked in it, so that's how he's coming in. And he's about that height. I know he would be a nice size. Let's put it that way. He's not overly big. He would be a nice size. And he's talked about there would have been. I'm not saying he's had an accident, but there would have been an accident. What you must be able to relate to. Now, I don't know if it's a car accident or just an accident within the home. I'm not sure, but he's just talked about an accident. So an accident's got to come in somewhere as well. No, I'm asking him. Somebody would have had a bump within a car. There would have been an accident within a car. I'm not saying anybody went to Spirit, but there would have been an accident within a car, whether they hit a gate or it bumped another car, but there would have been an accident within a car. He's seen a late. He knows that there's been a lot of tears within the home, and he also knows that there's been some, and he's saying rowing, but I'm going to say words. He knows about this as well, he's telling me. He says he's seen, right. He's seen a lot of things, what's happening and what's going on. He's trying to say, don't get in the middle. I'm not saying there's a parrot, but the way I come across that there's somebody like a parrot, what just listens, and then they go and talk to somebody else, and they shouldn't be talking about your issues, but they do. They go and talk about something else, and this is what I don't like. Right, thank you. And I don't like this, and Tony knows, but somebody must be into the reptiles, and I'm not saying that they've got them, but they must like them, because I kind of word just for me is enough. But I can say spiders, and I like the bearded dragons and that, but they must be into that type. There's a proper word for them. Is it not aquarium? That's tanks, isn't it? There's a proper word for all them type of animals, isn't there?
Yeah, the reptiles. They're
I must
classed
be
as
told that I
reptiles.
must like them, sweetheart, because it was
Yeah.
talking about this. I don't like them. The big ones I don't like.
Yeah,
and
the
he's
big
mentioning this,
Komodo dragons.
sweetheart. But thank you, Tony. And he's saying
She
that,
doesn't like them,
bless
Tony.
him, he's saying, he's just said to me, tell him just to stop lending. And that's a bit personal, but he's saying, you're too kind-hearted, that if somebody comes and you might only have, let's say, I don't know, say a pound in your purse and they want 50p, you would give it them. It's that type of thing, but you're never getting it back. I'm trying to be careful how I say this. You help them out, but you never get it back. Let's say it that way. And this is what he's saying. He's saying it's time now to shut your purse. Keep that money for yourself or whatever, darling, or whatever it is. Can you understand that? Because he's talking about this, and I know it's a personal thing, but he's fetching this in. All right. He's talking about the young ones down here. He's saying they're getting fetched up, right? So he's talking about the young ones. All right. But it's just said, but you can't wait till they're back to school, but nobody can. So we all know about that. And somebody's looking for a new job or wanting to start a new career, because he's saying that as well. And he's saying that there's more, they can do more than what they think they can do. So somebody puts himself down a little bit, but he said they can do more than what they want. With this gentleman, quickly, there's a lady what steps in with the gentleman, and the lady would be either a nan or a mum, because as she comes in, she comes with that motherly love, and she's trying to keep that family together so that they're all together. There's all right, I've got a brother and a sister, so I do know there would be a brother and a sister what's connected to this person who it belongs to. So you must have either a brother and sister as well as yourself. Okay, she's talking about that. I want to give the 5, so I don't know if she's talking about the 5 in the family or the month. No month. What's May, ain't it? 5th May, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's May. I'm not sure, but she's just mentioned 5, so it could be that way. Okay, she's just phoning. Could be your mum. Well, I've got to say, sweetheart, somebody's got a sweet tooth, because she's piling my plate up with sweet things. Sweet things, you know, what are the eclairs? She's just made chocolate eclairs, so I do know somebody likes eclairs, and they also like the custard. What's them custard slices?
Yeah.
I've got all sweet buns, so somebody obviously has got a sweet tooth as this lady comes in and she fetches all this, and she's fetching it for the sweetness as well. I've got to give the month of August, and I've also, all right, she's just said Stephen, so Stephen must belong somewhere. If not, then I've moved on with Stephen, because I just got Stephen shouted in. I'm going to leave that. If you can take it, the Facebook user or the
Paula.
last one,
Or Sarah Jane.
Please do so. But I hope it all fits, darling, because it all needs to be fitted in here. Okay. And I'll say night night, and I'll pass you on to our Irene and get Tony's throat
Voice
to rest.
Thank you, Jean. Hello, ladies. Right. When Jean was talking about the engineering side, I got steelworks and working on the engineer within the steelworks, but I know that was forge as well. But I know that was a dirty job. But also, I've got a lady that's connecting with this gentleman, and she has made my fingers go. They hurt. They really hurt. So the lady attached to this gentleman that has just come in would have had problems with her hands, probably a very bad arthritis or rheumatism or something like that, because my fingers have swollen up and I can hardly bend them. So
That's fine,
the
sweetheart.
lady,
I can't take Steve.
but Sarah Jane can take Stephen, but Paula can't. So
okay, thank you. It might come to you.
And I know that Jean said about the sweets, but somebody loves to bake or loves to make pies or something, because I've got all the smells of the suet puddings as well. So I know that this lady was a very good cook, and she was very patient as well. And she liked to teach. She liked to teach the little ones when they was younger how to make pies and how to prepare food rather than buying a ready meal. She did it all from fresh. And she's coming as well, and she's such a lovely lady. She let they was very close, these two, but she kept they like to be together. They really did like to be together, and they're together again now, and they're absolutely wonderful, and they're so pleased that they're together again, because they didn't want to be apart. And bless you, thank you, darling. What she's saying is that since the day they met and married, there'd never been anybody else between for them. They was one unit, and there was just together for the rest of their lives. But they had patience when the children were growing up, and they adored the grandchildren and everything. And she said, we might have been poor, but we had a good life. We couldn't save, because it was those days, but we always made sure that the kiddies were clothed and fed.
Yeah.
And we went without to give them the food. So if you can take that, Sarah Jane or Paula or the other lady that was on, that's absolutely fine. And somebody would understand where there's now what you're showing me, sweetheart. It's a necklace, and I'm not sure if it's a locket that opens or if it's a cross, but that's what she's showing me, and it's on a very delicate chain that was worn. And they also had a deep faith and went to church on a Sunday as well, because she's giving me some hymns here. Which one? Oh, she's giving me To Be a Pilgrim. That's a very old one, that one.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the hymn that she's giving me. It's a lovely one, mind. And your Nan had a locket. Thank you, Sarah. But what she's saying is that she's so glad that she's been able to come through, and you have a chain with your mum's fingerprint. Oh, that's wonderful. That's lovely. If Sarah, you take what you can, and Paula, you take what you can.
Yes, if you don't mind, please, yeah.
And because we can't split it, because you've both got bits that you can take and bits that you can't take. So you two take what you can, but no, whoever this lady and gentleman is with, they both love you very, very much, and they're so glad to be with you. And have you got anything, Tony, for this? Right.
Can I just give them sausage rolls, Irene?
Oh, yes, sausage rolls.
So
somebody likes sausage rolls, Jean says.
Just give me a sausage roll.
Oh, and I'm going to leave all their love with you. Oh, right. I've got to give you a beautiful bouquet of chrysanthemums and dahlias. The big bulbous chrysanthemums and the smaller dahlias. So one is never enough.
Is that sausage roll?
Yes, Sarah says one is never enough.
Just give me sausage
bless
roll.
you, darling. Anyway, I'm going to say good night and God bless, and thank you so much for working with us. What a lovely couple. Absolutely so beautiful.
Just give me a bag of sausage rolls. Do you mind if I just give this lady off?
No, you go ahead, lovey. You go ahead.
She's only she only looks small to me, and she's in a chair in a child's bedroom. So I don't know if we're going back with this, because she sat in a child's bedroom watching over a child while this baby, I don't know if it's a baby or a toddler sleeping, and she sits and watches her while she does a knitting. Now, this is unusual, but the kid is woken up and actually told the parent that they've seen the nan in a chair in bedroom. Can anybody understand this, please? Because she's in the chair, I don't know if it's a rocking chair, but she's in the bedroom knitting, and the kid has said, when she's woken up, Mum's heard them talking, that she's talking to this lady, Nana or whatever, in a bedroom. I'm trying to see if she can tell me any more, but she says, I sit and watch her sleep while I do
This
my
is not
knitting.
the same reading as before, is it, Jean?
No, this is a new
No,
one.
it's a
Sorry. Well, I think it's a
different
new
reading.
one. I think it's
Right.
a new one.
So we've got a lady who sits in a rocking chair and
Or
knits,
a chair in a kiddie's bedroom. Somebody's
or
got
a chair
chair
in a kiddie's bedroom where she sits and knits
Yeah,
and
does the
watches the
knitting.
baby while they're
Or toddler
sleeping.
sleep. Yeah. And then when parents have heard little ones talking, they've been able to say it's Nanan because she watches them sleep. So let me go a bit further
Oh,
and see if we can work with it. She says, I watch
yeah,
them sleeping overnight. And I do believe where she's talking that this baby had been wanted for a while. So, like I call our Cohen, don't I? As
yeah. Your
as a
special
special
child.
is a special
Yeah,
child because my daughter couldn't have children. Well, they said
yeah.
she couldn't, and I do feel that this little one, what's same, took a while to actually get this kiddie. But she says, I watch her sleep. I watch it. I think it must be a girl because she just said, I watch her sleep. I watch her sleep. So she's got to watch this child sleep while she sits and does her knitting.
Danielle Dwyer O'Shea. My daughter says she saw an old lady.
Right, in this bedroom, sweetheart. It's got to be bedroom because that's what I'm getting. It's like the kiddie's bedroom where she sits and watches over and she can hear her talk and everything.
But that was at your old what?
Place.
Oh, your old place, right? Okay.
It don't
Spirit
matter where
follow
it
you
was.
around. Yeah,
Don't matter
spirit
where it
follow you
was.
around, darling.
It's just, yeah, they do. They go with you. People think they can't move house because they leave us behind, and you don't. They just follow you. But she's there and she's coming and she's knitting and she's saying that this kid is going to be really open because she's already talking to her and little things she's doing, and that mum just keeps, how can I put it, asking her different things, and this kid is going to be able to tell her and do things. But
Wow.
she's also, so it's got to be not a baby, it's got to be an older person because she's just said it's not the first time that this kid has actually said that she's seen somebody.
Well,
She's
Danielle's
seen
put
somebody
on.
else as well.
Danielle's put on. My daughter said she saw a lady near her sister, and she's got 2 girls.
Right, because it's not the first time she's seen this lady. She's seen someone else
Yeah.
as well from Spirit. And they're trying to come and reassure her that they're not there to hurt them. They
Yeah.
are part of family and they're there just taking a look and making sure everything's okay. Like we all do. We all want to see what as kiddies are going to be like. And she's putting
Yeah.
thumbs up and saying, I don't put thumbs up, it's Tony. But she's saying you're making a really good job of bringing these kiddies up. All right, really good job.
Oh, that's nice.
Fetching this little one up, and she's coming in, but she's saying that don't. She's just saying, but don't give her too much. It's as if don't spoil a bit. You do. I ruin mine. And she's right. Thank you. Because like I said, I can't see anything. That's okay, sweetheart, because children, I've got to, what message coming across is, let me get this right, because she's just trying to confuse me. Children are very open to spirit, sweetheart, and even from being little. So just go with it. Don't make too much of it. Just go with it. You can ask them things, but don't push it. And this is what they're saying.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
and you've heard little things as well yourself, sweetheart. I don't know. I've got one of those kiddie pianos, not a proper piano, but a kiddie piano. What was ding, ding, ding? What sounds like a tin. And she's saying that you must have heard this as well, sweetheart, because you've got other spirit children coming around your home as well,
Yeah.
darling. Okay, because I've got spirit children. Can I give you the month of February, sweetheart? And I've also got to give you the month of, oh, what's that? The month of July and August. She's telling me there's an anniversary coming up of the passing, sweetheart, also. Okay, there's somebody wanting to move because I'm getting some house keys. So they're making reference that somebody wants to move, or they only just have moved. She's making reference to things are being moved around the home. Oh, That they won't scare you. They won't scare your children, darling. If they think they're scaring them, they will step back. So that don't worry about that, because they won't. They're not there to scare them. They come to have a little look. But like I said, children are open. You've just moved. Thank you, because they're talking about a move. They're saying it's for best, so you've done the best thing. All right. This is, somebody wants to do some teaching or wants to learn about teaching, sweetheart, because they're fetching this in, and they're saying that, or wants to work with children. There's something around that, wants to do teaching or thank you. Wants to do teaching or wants to have something to do with children. Okay, they're fetching this and all. They've got, if it's you, sweetheart, you've got a lot of patience. A lot of patience, she's saying. That's a good thing. You've got to have a lot of patience nowadays. And they're saying that's a good thing, darling. Okay. And they're also talking, right, thank you. So we've got where we are now then. And you can understand where somebody's had to care for somebody as well, sweetheart. I'm not saying they're a carer, but they've had to care for someone. Okay, so they've not been well. So they've been looking after, and this is I feel as though it's someone different, because they're saying thank you for everything you did for me. Thank you for everything you did for me. All right. I do know there's the wedding ring and an eternity ring being left from the spirit world. They're making reference to that as well, darling. And also, what are you showing me that? And also a brooch. I've got a brooch, darling. Thank you. I've got a brooch. Oh, thank you. But they're making reference to this. Can I just said about the heels though, sweetheart. Somebody wears heels way too high, and she's a bit worried that they might fall over. You can't get out and have a drink a minute, but you could still wear them in house and fall over. All right, she's you better with flat shoes or your slippers on. Thank you. I was going to ask her what brooch wear, and she's just said, but will somebody get dressed? Somebody's, because we can't get out. Somebody lives in the gym jam.
The jammies.
I live in my baggies and I'm not bothered. I can't get anywhere, so I live in my baggies in house. But she's talking about that as well, sweetheart. Okay, she's got so much love and so respect for you, for what you've done and what you've achieved. Thank you. She's got so much respect and so much love for you, darling. Okay, that she just thinks it's great. And can I just, I do. I've got to be honest, I do. Why get dressed and look at your clothes when we can't go anywhere? And can I just, I don't know if you've got a cat. No, wait. You've got a cat come visiting you, sweetheart. I don't know if it's yours, but there's a cat come visiting. And it's not a spirit cat. Thank you so much. A cat what comes visiting you. And also, you must have seen a robin, because she's talking about a robin. So I don't know if you've seen a robin in your garden, darling. Okay, because she's mentioned that as well. She says, if you see the robin, you know I'm there. All right. I'm going to leave all her love with you, because it's been lovely. Been absolutely wonderful talking to this lady, sweetheart. I'm going to say she showed me this cat coming. I hope it doesn't eat Robin. Oh, they do. They don't want their own part, they say. They go to everybody else's. Because my cat, before it passed away, fetched my Robin in. Oh, that's lovely. First Robin I ever had, and cat fetched it in and put it on my chest. She'd killed it, the blooming thing. But I was asleep and I got this bird on me. But she's there, sweetheart. Take so much love from this lady. She's with you, sweetheart. She says she'll have a drink with you, and you know you're there, and they will never frighten the kiddie, so never worry about that. Okay, and I said, good night and God bless, darling. Thank you, we sorted it out.
Hi, Danielle. Thank you, Jean. Hi, Daniela. If you don't want the cat coming in your garden, if you like oranges, it doesn't matter how big they are, get some orange peel and tear it up and scatter it around the garden, because they don't like putting the paws on it and they don't like oranges, and hopefully that will help get rid of them. We used to put soot round, but you can't.
I'm glad I've been able to prove. Sorry, Irene. I'm just replying to what she's put. Thank you. I'll give you enough proof there, sweetheart. We do as best, all of us, don't we?
We do.
We try.
Right. Would you understand, Daniela? Right. I've got. I don't know if it's you, but somebody sings "Ring a Ring of Roses," and I'm getting all the nursery songs, so I don't know if that's you that sings with them, sweetheart, or if there's others. But I've also got something that they like to draw as well, because this I've got a gentleman that's come forward, sweetheart, and this gentleman's saying that he used to like to draw, and one of your little ones likes to draw, sweetheart, and they're never more happier than what they are when they're drawing or trying to read something. But they also have spirit children come to play with them as well, sweetheart, and they're sort of like little urchins. And right, okay, that's lovely, thank you. Yeah, well, somebody's singing to them, sweetheart, and they're singing with somebody because this gentleman's just said there's singing going on, and it's just absolutely wonderful, because when they start singing, he's telling me it's like listening to little angels, blessing. And it's just wonderful, and they've got such little good imaginations, all three of them, and one of them is wise for years. One of your little ones is very wise for years, and she knows what she wants and where she's going, and so she's quite a confident little girl, he's telling me. So but it's what he's telling me is it's the joy of watching them from spirit. He wishes he could be down here with them, and that's why he sings with them. It's his little way of being involved with them. So if you hear them singing or talking to somebody that's not there, Daniela, it's your spirit family that's doing it. But they do have other spirit children that come and play with them as well, because the little urchins are fascinated because they didn't have what your children have got, sweetheart. Okay. Right. Okay. All right, sweetheart. And right, I don't know if it's you, but what he's saying is that somebody's feeling tired, and with three little ones, I would imagine it's you, Daniela. He's saying, will you please try and get some rest when you manage to get them into the bed? Go and have a bit of time for yourself and have a rest and try and relax down a little bit, because he loves all of you, but he wants you to get yourself up a little bit. And oh wow, oh well, that's why they're seeing the spirit children as well, sweetheart. So really all the families together, which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That is absolutely lovely, that you've got the three brothers and your dad's spirit side and your three little ones and you this side. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Triplets and a baby was lost as well. Oh, bless your heart.
That's the baby I said she got.
Yeah.
She can understand the water, not the water baby. The baby who loves to be in water.
Yeah. Oh, bless.
Because they just said she's got a baby what loves to be in bath and in water.
Yeah. Well, you know that children grow up in spirit, Danielle.
Yeah.
So that's why all the children are coming to play together. And that must be absolutely wonderful. So if you hear any giggling and you know that you're asleep, or you hear singing, you know it's your spirit family and the little ones that are in spirit that are coming all as well. She thinks she's a mermaid. Oh, bless her.
She just said she's always in water.
Yeah.
You've got a water baby.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that. I loved the water when I was little. As long as they learn how to swim properly, that's absolutely fine. I've got so much love from this gentleman for you, sweetheart, and he just wants to put his arms around you and give you a great big love. And he's somebody, I don't know if it's you or the children, but somebody has felt somebody kissing them on the forehead of a night time. And it's this gentleman saying good night. And I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart. And I'm going to say good night and God bless. And thank you so, so much. That's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for working with us, Daniela. Have you got anything, Tony? No. Okay. Right. Let's just see. Yeah. See if we've got. Right. I've got. Oh, bless. I don't know if I'm still with Danielle, but I've got the song Grandma. Grandma, we love you. Right. This is a younger.
I've just
Yes. Yeah, so do I. Grandma. It was right. I think this might, I don't know if this is with Daniela still, but the children are singing Grandma. So you must understand, if it's not you, Daniela, it must be somebody down here that's got a child spirit side, that's gone to spirit too early, that's taken too early, because they're singing Grandma and how much they love the grandma, and Grandma used to sit and play with them before this little one passed to spirit. I'm going between. You're very welcome, darling. Let me see. I'm going between the age of. How old are you, sweetheart? Right, the nearest the nearest they can give me is between 6 and 14. So somewhere in that era, I've got a younger person, spirit side, who used to sit and play. Grandma used to sit and play with them, and they used to sing the song Grandma to them. And this was going back. Was it the 80s? Was it the 80s that was out? 70s or 80s, because they made Clive Dunn with Grandad, didn't they? And then they brought the kids' choir out. Yeah, Paul, they did. Well, this young one just wants to let you know, whoever this younger person is with, that they're okay, because, and what they're saying is, please dry your tears because I'm okay. I know you miss me, but I'm okay. And it's important that they know. Right. Okay. So this is not for Danielle. This is for somebody else. Bless you. Thank you, Danielle. That I'm just. Can anybody take this young one? Anybody at all? I'm not getting anything. Right. I think I'm going to leave it there because I can't work without somebody being there. Okay. So I'm just going to say good night and God bless, and thank you all so, so much. It's been another wonderful evening with all of you. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon.
Yes, it's been such a nice thing. And our Tony's rested his voice a bit.
He has, yes.
So that's what he needs. Are we back on Thursday?
Yeah, it can for me, yeah.
Back Thursday afternoon?
Yeah, about 1 o'clock.
Tony,
yeah, 1 o'clock.
We're not here tomorrow night then because Tony's not well. Tuesday anyway, Tony, just nod and I'll say yes or no for you. Have you got anything on Tuesday?
No. Have you got anything on Wednesday?
Hang on a minute. Pastures Green on Wednesday. I don't know it is, but I'm answering for Tony, so he's just going to nod. Thursday, it's Little Port on Thursday. Then on Friday, we're back Friday. Okay, but we will be on Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
If you want to join us, please feel free. We had a lovely Thursday. It was first one last week.
It was
a lovely afternoon.
And we really enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yeah, get a cup of tea, a sarnie or whatever, and join us Thursday afternoon. But don't forget, tomorrow we're not on. Tuesday is free. Wednesday, Pastures Green. Thursday, Little Port. Okay, it'll be on telling you which mediums are on. I promise you that. We will say the night and God bless. We will close in prayer now. And that's it, Tony and Tate. Have you anything, Irene?
No, just to say good night and God bless, and thank you all so, so much I've really enjoyed. I always enjoy our services anyway. So no, Lisa, Thursday afternoon we're doing a proper readings. But if you want a cuppa and a chat, we can have a cuppa of chat. You let us know what you want us to do, and we will do it. But we're aware that some people can't for whatever reason come on in the evening. So last week we did our first afternoon one, and it went down very well. So as long as you want us to do it, we will do it. If you want a cuppa, if you want a Q&A, or you want a service, you just tell us what you want and we will do it. Okay. Are you going to close in
Yes.
prayer, Jean?
I will, love. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Father, once again for opening that veil between our two worlds to bring our loved ones and our friends forward. We ask now, Father, that we close them veils between our two worlds. We ask for healing to go between our world and yours, Father, because people who have also gone to spirit still need that healing love and that healing balm. We ask for love and energy to go out to the animal kingdom, Father, also to our children of today, as they will be our future. Let's try and teach them well. Also to the war-torn countries, Father, to Mother Earth, to the homeless. We know it's been nice these last few days, but it soon gets cold again at night. Let's hope that they do get shelter, Father, and they do get food. We also wish anyone all the wealth which they may get through spirit. And also, Father, let's send love and healing to our loved ones on the earth plane this evening. I ask this in all your name, which is love. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
I didn't
Good
sing
night.
it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Don't know
Okay.
that though.
Good night, everybody. God bless, and may a guardian angel walk with each and every one of you until we meet again. Good night.
Night.